Once upon a time, in a lush green meadow, there lived a little bunny named Benny. He had soft, fluffy fur, as white as snow, and big, curious eyes that sparkled like the stars. Benny loved to hop and play, but there was one thing he was scared of: the dark woods at the edge of the meadow. Every evening, as the sun began to set, Benny's friends, Lulu the squirrel, Tommy the turtle, and Daisy the duck, would run home. They always told stories about the deep, dark woods, whispering about the rustling trees and glowing eyes that peered from the shadows. Benny shivered at the thought. One day, Benny's mother asked him to pick some juicy berries for their dinner. The tastiest berries grew near the woods, but Benny was nervous. What if there are scary creatures? He thought. But then he remembered something his mother always said. Bravery isn't about not being scared, it's about facing your fears. Determined, Benny took a deep breath and hopped toward the berry bushes. At first, everything seemed fine. The sun was warm and the birds were chirping. But as he got closer, the trees grew taller and the shadows stretched long. Suddenly, rustle, rustle! Benny froze. Who's there? He whispered. Out of the bushes popped a tiny, shivering hedgehog. Oh, don't be scared, Benny said, realizing that the little creature was more afraid than he was. The hedgehog had lost his way home. Benny forgot his fear and gently guided his new friend back to the meadow. When he returned, Benny's friends cheered. You went near the woods and helped someone too? Lulu exclaimed. Benny smiled proudly. Yes, and guess what? The woods aren't as scary as I thought. From that day on, Benny was no longer afraid. He learned that sometimes our fears are just stories in our heads. And when we face them with kindness and courage, we become braver than we ever imagined.